See, at the current level, the total energy which is contributing in the overall energy source, the total power as a source of energy is less than 30%. By 2050, we are expecting 86% or more energy being provided by power. On the renewable sector too, you would say that you would have observed that there are many in the field who have just come on a very aggressive assumptions. I am not putting the assumptions on the tariff part. It just reflects the end product. But you are going on assumptions which were so aggressive that any change in parameters on those assumptions have a major impact on your viability of those projects or your investments. And I think that is what has come on a stress and has been exposed majorly out there. Now, this is an era where it's too small a period to actually come out with those failures or successes. It's a small time. I always say that renewable per se is a marathon, not a 100-meter dash. But some of us has run this race as a 100-meter dash and have reached the milestone. But there are many, many milestones to go. And then you are home locked or you are in a containment area. You had it. And that is where I think that stage has come for them. For most of us, and for those who are looking at it as a long-term solution provider, who are looking at it as a business which has a sustainability and a predictability of returns, as a business which can provide a source of energy which is clean and is good for the society. And also, if you look at the projections per se, you mentioned about the oil and coal. It was also mentioned in this, and earlier I just saw an opinion poll coming across on this side saying whether the coal and the oil prices has helped it or not. See, at the current level, the total energy which is contributing in the overall energy source, the total power as a source of energy is less than 30%. By 2050, we are expecting 86% or more energy being provided by power. And that is what we have to look forward to. If that is where the power is going to be the source of the total energy which will be consumed by this world, where is renewable, where is fossil fuel, where is nuclear, where is hydro? I think that is the main cause out here. It is a good time, it is a good break, it's a wake-up call for all of us in the industry to actually look back, go back to work, to the working sheets and see what good we did, what is the support which we need, what has helped us. I completely echo here Vipul's point that the government has come out very well. However, I also agree with Christopher's point that if we take today decisions in a haste, where we ring fence ourselves, that all sources of energy should only come from within the country, we are changing the whole dynamics. That dynamics may change the economics. I think it is a time for us to look how sustainable we can provide a good source of energy to our community, which uplift. At the end of the day, the GDPs have to grow. At the end of the day, the migrant laborers which has gone somewhere need a source of income. They need livelihood. And today, if we look around, renewable is also possible or has a potential to provide livelihood for those individuals who have gone back to their natives because they are more safe there, climatically and on the health side.